Welcome to the geography tutorial for Profile ID. We'll be using the City of Bankstown's community profile for this presentation. Bankstown is situated in southwestern area of Sydney. A Profile ID is a community profile for a parent area, usually a local government area but sometimes a region, and smaller areas within it, usually suburbs or combinations of suburbs. On the home page of each Profile ID site is a map which shows the boundaries of these areas, so you can see the local government area in black and the suburbs in red. When you roll over each of these areas, you get a little bit of information about that area. So how did we come up with the boundaries? In general, we use gazetted suburbs, as these are well recognised by both planners and the communities that live in them. And if you want to find out a little bit more about those boundaries, if you click on an area, this will take you to a page which explains more about the area. So from here, you've got a toolbar where you can change the area that you're looking from, so you don't need to go back to the map. But for the area that you've selected, you can learn more about the boundaries that make up that area. You can learn about its name of origin, some key statistics about the area, a more detailed map, settlement history, land use patterns, major features, and included areas. So in this case, we're noting that part of that suburb is actually located in a different council area. So in the Bankstown City Council profile, we're only providing you information for the part of Greenacre that is situated within Bankstown. Some of our community profiles not only have one level of geography, but they also have additional levels of geography as well. So some have overlay areas which cover multiple suburbs, like this one here, and this is covering a planning area. Some of our profiles also have ward overlays, which is important for voting and so forth, and for local councillors. Once you've learnt a little bit about the area that you want to analyse, you'd simply then go into the menus and continue with your analysis. So if we were looking at age structure for this area, we simply head into that page and we're now zoomed into that geography. We can change the geography from the toolbar, and we can change the time period that we're looking at the information for. Now, Profile ID contains information all the way back to 1991. But boundaries for suburbs change, and in fact boundaries for local government areas change. So how can you be sure that you're comparing data for the same geography over time? And that's really where ID comes in, because we do a large amount of data preparation work to ensure that the historic data sets are presented for the current geographic boundary. And that's very important. So when you are looking at how an area has changed over time, you can be sure that you are comparing apples with apples, geographically speaking. And that's very important for understanding how an area has changed over time, and therefore planning for those changes and planning for its future. And that really concludes the geography section. Thank you very much for listening.